We were representing Dr. Fauzia Khan, who's the Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, former MP of Rajya Sabha. So technically the question which was raised is there are 23 languages that there is availability of 23 languages under NEP that the student can choose. But the point is, do we have the expertise for that is the question. So the Justice heard us at length, and they have asked for clarifications from the Government of India in pretext to number one, because English has been considered as a foreign language in this, doc which has been circulated. So one, they wanted to have a clarification, will English be considered as a native language or will it be considered as a foreign language, because it is very colonial in principle. And the second thing that they wanted clarification is from which standard will this third language be prevailing. And the fourth clarification they wanted is there are students who are right now, learning a third language in this pretext, in this current year. So what will be their fate? So will they continue doing the third language, or what is the clarification in that pretext? And moreover, the question was also like, do they have the expertise to teach all the 23 languages is another question. So there was also a point raised where in R1, in which one subject the student has to choose, wherein we have English, Hindi, Urdu and Kannada. So where is the intel of having these languages in R1, which is a compulsory one language the child has to be taken? So these kind of clarifications the court has asked the centre, and they have taken about a 10 days time for giving a reply in this pretext. Correct. So the submission that we gave here was even there are 23 languages available, but the expertise right now we may be having only for in Hindi, Sanskrit and probably another few languages right at this pretext. So the court wanted to know the availability of the expertise in B.Ed and M.Ed space, like how many teachers are available who could teach these particular languages in their pretext. And the second thing is they also wanted a clarification in how is the way that they are taking it. Are they going to take it in a phased manner? In fact, Justice Mohana had clearly asked for this, if they would be taking it in a phased manner, or would it be a single shot, or how is it they're going to implement it. And thirdly, that because there is a language issue in this, be it Hindi, be it English or any other regional languages, so it has to go in the pretext of constitutional space. So Justice said we have to take this case in a little more larger space of constitutionality. So technically, being multilingual is always an additional, it is an additional assert that any students can ask for. Being multilingual is absolutely welcome, but the point here is how in a faithful manner will this happen is the question. A student of 9th standard, if he or she is going to start learning A-I-E of any language possible, so what expertise would we expect from that student of 9th standard to 10th standard, right? Wherein that student will have an extra burden of learning an extra subject, be it if it's going to have, be it if it's optional or not optional, be it if it's going to be under examination or not. But the stress for a child to learn something new will always be there. So our prayer has been that it should be introduced from 6th standard, and probably the 9th and 10th standard students should not be given this much of stress, because already the students are taking close to about 10 subjects when it comes to CBSE board examination. So this will be an extra stress for the students at this pretext where close to about 14,000 students have committed suicide just in 2024.